Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another custom minifigure showcase. Today I've got a very special minifigure to share with you all, which is my custom Kazdan Paratus figure that I made a couple of months ago. Now this is a custom that I've been working on and off for the past year or so, and it's probably the most ambitious custom that I've ever produced. Now, for those of you that don't know, this figure is based on the Jedi Master from the Force Unleashed video game, which I must confess might be my favourite Star Wars video game ever. When I played it the first time, I remember the Kazdan Paratus character really stood out to me. It was such a unique design, and I always wondered what that would look like in a Lego form. However, like most of the characters that I produce on this channel, I knew full well that Lego would never produce such an obscure character, which I suppose is where the customizer comes in and where the fun is in designing your own Lego figures. Like all my customs, the main goal is to try and capture that Lego aesthetic. To me, it's one of the most important things, and for a character as unique as this is, that can be very difficult. You know, you've got those mechanical limbs and the small character itself, which can make the proportions quite difficult to work out. And one of the hardest parts of the whole figure was that head. You know, it's a very unique shape and difficult to capture the feeling of the character without going into too much detail. Plus, on top of this, the reference images were a little bit hard to come by, with it being a video game and all. So this in turn led me to 3 different iterations of this headpiece before I landed on the version that you see on screen. Now, is this the final version? Who really knows? I do like to revisit my characters to try and perfect them. So I have the feeling that this is not perfect. There is room for improvement, but for the time being, I'm quite satisfied with where I'm at. But if we move from the head for a second, the next big feature of this figure is the mechanical legs and arms. Now, this was difficult. I went through a lot of different testing to land on the designs that you see here. One of the key things with these mechanical limbs are that they're a great example of what I mean by capturing that Lego feel. Because I tried a number of different, more screen-accurate designs, but they just didn't seem right. They didn't look like real Lego. So instead, I went with the tried and true Lego mechanical arms and legs and made 2 new pieces for the arms and legs, which, again, they're not perfect, but I think they work relatively well and are in keeping with that Lego feel. Finally, for the body, I went quite simple with the torso, and I also went for a clone Karma and some grey legs to cap off the figure. But yeah, that's my Kazdan Paratus figure, which is a character that I wanted to see for the longest time in Lego, and now have something that I feel fills that niche. But if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you very much for watching, and if you are interested in any of my figures that I show on this channel, feel free to visit my eBay page. I don't produce as many as I would like, just due to time constraints in my day-to-day life. But if you are interested in supporting the channel, feel free to visit that eBay page, and maybe you can get one of these figures for yourself. But thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you all have a good day.